Hello and welcome to another episode of Humans in 5.
We're very happy to announce a new arrival into the human fossil family. A fossil named Leti was introduced to the world by researcher Berger and his international team in November.
Leti is estimated to have been between 4 and 6 years old when they died. The name Leti is short for Letimela, meaning the lost one in South Africa's Setswana language. The fossil includes 28 pieces of the skull and 6 teeth, a very lucky find as delicate child bones are rarely preserved in the fossil record.
Leti appears to be a member of the species Homo naledi, a small-bodied hominin that was first discovered in the Rising Star Cave Complex in South Africa in 2013. Dated to between 253,000 and 200,000 years ago, Homo naledi is likely a young cousin to modern humans. Homo naledi members have a mix of ape-like and human-like features, with curved fingers, an adaptation for climbing seen in modern and ancient apes, but feet and a skull similar to a modern human, though with a comparatively small brain.
Leti gives us the opportunity to learn more about how members of Homo naledi lived and grew up. Fossils of growing individuals give us information about the growth period of different species, about how biological sex might influence growth and development, and how the brain changes as our ancestors grew up.
Leti's skull gives us some information on brain growth, though we have to be cautious with our conclusions, given that we only have 28 pieces of Leti's skull. According to the size of Leti's skull fragments, they would have had about 90 to 95% of their brain growth completed by the time they died.
Berger and his team also found a lot of chipping on the enamel of Leti's teeth. Enamel is the hard material found on the outer surface of our teeth, and chipped enamel seems to be a bit of a theme for residents of the Leti chamber. About 44% of the adult Homo naledi teeth show enamel chipping, which could be caused by a diet that includes hard foods and sandy grit, which would wear tooth enamel down.
This new fossil family member's skull and teeth were found in a very narrow passageway, which was only 15 centimeters wide by 80 centimeters long. Tiny, cramped spaces are a common feature of the Rising Star cave system, making for really challenging fossil recovery. So much so that team members were initially selected not only for their fossil and excavation knowledge, but also for their ability to squeeze themselves into minuscule spaces.
Apart from the excitement of welcoming Leti into the Homo naledi family, the Rising Star Cave team are presenting a different and quite modern way of talking about new fossil finds. While research continues with academic papers on the subject, Berger and the team have really embraced multiple forms of media when it comes to sharing fossil news.
This is radically different to the way that many paleoanthropologists have worked with fossils in the past, where researchers wouldn't share their findings with many at all, whether they be fellow researchers or members of the public. There are pros and cons to both approaches, of course, but it's worth noting how this changes the game of fossil fever.
We're delighted to meet Leti and are looking forward to hearing more about their life in the next few years.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Humans in 5.
And don't forget to subscribe!